han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor.
Welcome, mi gente, to another episode of Latino Ruido. I'm your boy, Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and who's that?
Your girl, Evie. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
What's up, people? What's going on? ¿Cómo están todo? I hope everybody's doing well with this rainy day here in New York.
I know.
Y
It's just a
estudiando.
rainy day. Un día para sancocho, con sopita, con arroz blanquito.
Oh, man. Not even that, man. I'm going to go American, a soup and a sandwich.
Oh, okay. Hey.
I don't know if you remember this. Charles might have remembered this if he went to public school. They used to give peanut butter sandwiches and tomato soup for lunch in school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Listen, I like peanut butter.
Oh,
I remember
I love
the little
peanut butter.
sandwiches and all that stuff.
You got to try peanut butter and banana sandwich.
I don't know the banana.
Right, listen.
That's going to be a trip to the bathroom for me.
No. Banana's binding.
Yeah.
You got the potassium with the banana, and you got the protein and the healthy fats with the peanut butter.
Yeah.
So how was
old people like you need the potassium.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I had a good time besides working, but I did went to see a comedy show.
Okay.
With my friend Shirley, and these were stand-up comedians from TikTok that they started doing their thing, and they became well known. Cool. So they did a show downtown, and we went, and it was amazing. Nice, it was really fun. Nice. It was fun.
I actually did something on Saturday.
No way! What did you do?
I took my guy. I went to see my grandson practice for his T-ball league.
Okay, that's awesome.
We got to do T-ball. Like when we were younger, we called it Pee-wee League. But hitting over the tee over here, not too far from my house, walking distance. Right. So we take them every Saturday.
Oh, that's amazing.
Me, my daughter, and my son-in-law.
That is amazing. I'm glad to see. The kids nowadays, you got to put them in whatever things that they want to, whatever sport or whatever the thing that they want.
He's only 5, and he was an iPad addict. We got him away from it. They only give him, his mother gives him like 2 hours a day. On the weekend, she gives him 3 hours a day. That's it. And he got to deal with it. But he knows that his ranting and raving and crying and carrying on is not working anymore.
That's it. That's it. You have to.
We keep him busy, and we got him off of it.
That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, my son, as you know, he's very into, like he's into karate. He does his football.
Yeah.
It's good that they just take that time away from the video games.
Absolutely.
That's good. But
Charles, how you doing, man?
Hey, Charles.
Hello, everyone. Doing good. Listening to you guys. With your peanut butter. Yeah.
I heard we got some new shows coming up, man.
Oh yeah. We actually we had a meeting. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. We're actually bringing back LDM News, Speak Out. We have Nerdoricans coming about comics. Will's Review is going to be doing restaurants and movies.
Nice.
So LDM Network is coming back with a lot of the shows.
Yeah, awesome.
A game show is coming out, and we're working on our own web series. So there's a whole lot of stuff coming. Besides the other stuff, like watch out for our karaoke nights and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
No. You don't want to hear her singing.
Hey, I got earplugs.
Yes, you don't need more than that,
I could sing.
You're gonna want to.
Nowhere.
You're gonna want to melt candle wax in your ears.
No, but our system will make them think they know how to sing. Yeah.
There you go. If you got a good sound in your ear, make them sound like a real singer.
Sound like a rock star.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even like to listen to my own self singing. So imagínate.
Oh my goodness.
That you
I
never
try,
sing.
I tried singing in the shower one time, and for some reason, something kicked me out. I don't know.
Bro, I tried singing in the shower and the water stopped.
That's what I'm saying. Like they put the cold water and everything. It was like, get
Not
the heck,
even that, bro. Se apagó el agua, bro.
se
It
pagó.
went off completely.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. Se pagó todo.
Me lo dice, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be every Saturday until they start the games, and it's not too far from the house, only a couple of blocks, so I get to watch his games.
Oh, that's cool though.
That's
Go check out
awesome.
my grandson with his little baseball. But the only bad thing is he's wearing a Yankee hat, but that's all right. Nobody's perfect.
Hey, I'm telling you, he doesn't have a perfect grandfather. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why
No,
he's wearing.
listen,
That's why
I'm
he's
not a
wearing
Yankee
the
fan,
Yankee.
so he's a Yankee fan, but not everybody's perfect.
Hey, you know,
Ay, Dios mío,
not
ya.
everybody's perfect, and then they make Mets fans that are less perfect.
That's when you got the perfection. That's when you made the perfection.
That's where you make the perfection.
That's
It's so
right.
funny. It's so funny how Yankees and Mets fans fight so much, and they both
No, but you know
New
what?
Yorkers.
That is the best rivalry in baseball there is, bro.
Yeah, the subway rivalry, man. Come
Yes,
on.
yes. I mean, I don't hate the Yankees. I'm
No, it's
just not
just
a
fun to
Yankee
do.
fan.
It's just fun to say.
It's fun, I mean, I have favorites. Derek Jeter, from the old guys, Chris Chambliss, Mickey Rivers, and Thurman Munson. May he still rest in peace.
Hmm.
And all those other guys.
Yeah,
And
they good.
I'm just not a fan. I'm a Met fan. I will always be a Met fan. I root for two teams. I root for
Right.
the Mets and whoever plays the Yankees. That's the way I am.
Yeah. I always I'm root for every I only have like one team involved in every sport, and that's the winners.
There you
That's it.
go. There you
I root
go.
for the winners. I wait for the last game, like World Series, the Super Bowl, things like.
Yeah, I like watching. I watched the other day. Spring training game, the Mets against the Yankees. Mets won, of
Ah,
course, but I
yeah,
like
it's good.
watching it because you get to see all the prospects and
It's
see
a
how
good
they
how you call it?
blossoming and stuff.
It's a good fake rivalry. Yeah.
It's not a fake rivalry, man. Be nice,
Oh wow, Manny said he likes your mug.
of course, because we're both veterans. What's up, Manny? Javier Rosa. And
Hmm.
Are you ready?
so let's get on with it. What do we got there?
What you got? What you got for us today, Johnny?
Well, we got the news. We're gonna do the news. I'm gonna do the news before
Go
we
ahead.
get the real news person in the state studio. But I'm gonna give you the news within like two minutes if possible, and then
Do
y'all
it.
can jump
Listen,
from
you're the
there.
boss. You can take all the time you want.
I'm Vince McMahon.
There you go. But just not
But
with the scandals.
I know, right?
Oh
But
man.
weather today, of course, all you have to do is look out the window and you see it's raining. I'm going to be the weatherman like that, right? No, but
Yeah, right.
tomorrow's going to be 53, showers again. Friday 56, mostly sunny. Saturday and Sunday it's going to be raining. 46 to top 52. So get your umbrellas ready. It's going to be a rainy weekend. So like
Yep.
Bueno,
Johnny
Johnny, you
said,
gotta put
get your little
his
sopa ready.
That's right.
It's soup time. And
Johnny, put your cap on para que el perm no se
yeah,
te
Look
dañe.
at the sandwich.
you
Don't
can't
be a
wet your
hater.
hair, Johnny. Johnny just
Don't be
got his
haters.
hair did.
Don't be haters.
No, before I jump into everything else, what is your favorite soup for rainy days?
Honestly, I like a good lentil.
Lentil? Oh,
I like a good lentil soup.
I'm sancocho, which I
Well,
probably go to.
it's just not really a soup. It's basically a
Yeah,
stew.
but
It's thick. It's got a bunch of stuff in it.
it's still good for me. I'm gonna go to Javier's
Oh no,
house.
I hear
His
that.
mom makes sancocho real good, so we'll go to
I
Javier's
mean, I
house.
like un asopao de salchichón.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What about you, Evie?
I like a good chicken soup.
Chicken soup,
Good,
Chicken soup is good.
hearty chicken soup.
homemade or from Lipton?
No, homemade,
Oh, okay.
homemade.
She ain't
Con
got,
bollitas
Look,
de plátano, con
look at
bollitas.
Manny showing
right.
off.
He like gumbo. He like gumbo soup.
Look at
Bro,
that.
you're from the
70
south now. You're a
degrees.
white boy, but you don't count no more. Change your last name.
Look at gumbo soup. The hell
Gumbo.
is a what the hell do a Puerto Rican know about gumbo soup? But
I know,
anyway,
right? I don't know. I don't know nothing about no gumbo soup, but I know it good.
all right, back to the news. Delivery drivers had a minimum wage of $17 an hour. Now they are finding out that it's messed up. They are getting less now because now they're getting less work. They thought they were going to get $17 an hour just when they log on. No, it's $17 an hour when you do an order. So if you get less than that $17, you're gonna be boosted up to the $17 for that 1 hour that you were delivering.
I
So
can see that.
now they're getting less deliveries, and the ones that are complaining about it was the ones that made the deal that don't even deliver. But that's a different story. But also, you know, also we have in the news, people got caught with murdering two bodies, got sent off with no bail and an ankle bracelet at GPS. And this has been going on since they broke the law of criminals are right, um, and the bailout, I guess they call it the bailout, and the no uh, the no cause, meaning that if you make a crime, the next crime you make, you still can get bail. When before it wasn't like that. So
Yeah,
now
but
the citizens are mad and they are trying to get more laws changed and keep the criminals in jail and not out.
those people weren't charged with murder. They were charged with hiding a body.
Yeah,
But
but
they
they
got released with ankle bracelets.
yeah, today they were charged and they might get more charges.
Oh
But
yeah,
the
but
but
now
the thing is because of the law, they had to be left out because of the new law, not the real law. The new law, they were supposed to get left out with no bail. But which is kind of stupid.
yeah,
Um Yeah, it's getting ridiculous out there. Also, the race for president is still tight, so look out for that. Whoever you're voting for, uh, and also now they are fighting to get uh, less time in school. They're looking at 5 to 6 hours. On top of that, they are lowering down the school grades from 65 to 50 for passing. So that's pretty much the news that I want to give you out today because they all considered of watch out world is going to be chaotic.
yeah. They're just dumbing up the system.
Yes.
I mean,
Uh,
you go to school from 8 to 3, boom, ya está. And now you want to lower the passing grade to 55, bro? Come on, you're dumbing it. And you know what
no, to
scared these
50.
people?
To 50.
To 50, imagínate.
So, and then, like I said, with the law changing, uh, they, oh yeah, Manny, they are trying to send National Guards to the subway
Oh, they are.
because today, hola, our co-host just passed by. Um, uh,
She's in the bullpen.
Yeah, actually, they trying to get the National Guard because of Mayor Dummer. Well, I got to give him a new name. Oh, I'm sorry. We're Mayor Adams, right? So Mayor back pedal over here now saying that there are like 38 people that made 1,120 crimes in the subway. So because of that reason, he wants to try to bring the National Guards, which I don't think that is a good reason for you to try to boost up more money to bring the National Guards when you could have just. It's not a big crime. It's only 1,000 something. But if you already know those 38 people, why wouldn't you just spend your money on getting those 38 people off the street?
Yeah, but see, but the mayor has no control over that. It's the
Yeah.
DA and the judges.
No, he has the control of helping with the new law. So
Well, I mean,
push the law. Stop trying to push us to spend more money on unnecessary stuff.
oh no, but we're not spending money on the National Guard. That
Uh,
comes from federal and state budgets, not
Yeah,
city
and that
budgets.
state budget always comes from taxes. No matter what, we spending the money.
Oh, but that's what tax money. But that's what tax dollars are for
Yeah,
services.
no, but they'll raise that budget because of that reason, and they have to. So
Well, I
there's
mean,
other.
you gotta see. But the thing is, you can bring anti-terrorism. You can bring the SEAL teams. You can bring
Yeah,
anybody into the subways. But if you make these arrests and the DA and the judges are gonna let them go, then what's the use?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is not the DA or the judge's fault. It's the new law. They got to go by the law. And if the law
Yeah, I
says,
mean,
if the law falls in that they spit in the street and that causes someone to have an accident, then they have to charge them either with the spitting of the street or the accident, and then they have to go by that law. So here, the murderers.
but
What at the end of the day, your skin color
Yeah,
plays a big
I
part.
no,
gotta go.
no, not in this
That's
case. A
that's
lot of people are
that's
getting
historic.
pissed. Yeah, a lot of people are getting pissed that they are letting murderers, big criminals out. No matter what your skin color is, they've been getting out with no bail, or some of
Yeah.
them with bail. Since when does murderers get off with bail or non-bail? That's why they said they changed the law around. Why we were worrying about Stacy and all these people in NFL and all this stuff, they were changing the law behind our backs. And look what happened. So we need to get on that, people. But
Bueno,
watch the
anyway.
news more and more. I'm gonna let y'all go back to a Latino Guido about the Latino time. That's what we're gonna do.
Go ahead, Evie.
While I go make my sofrito.
Hi, Johnny. So what you got for us today?
No. Empieza el bochinche. You got a lot of good
No, yo no tengo bochinche. Yo no tengo bochinche. ¿Qué tú tienes? ¿Qué bochinche tú tienes? Dime,
Ah,
dime,
pues no,
dime, dime.
She got
Let me know.
the Latin talk. It's not ponchinche to them. It's just talking.
What you got? What you got, Johnny?
Well,
what you got?
One thing we gotta dispel all these this fake news about the migrants. They're saying they're getting credit cards with thousands of dollars, $3,000 a month, and stuff like that. They're getting single use debit cards that is filled with like $13 a day, and it's only used for food or for diapers and stuff like that. And these
Do you think that, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just saying because of what they said there, do you think that this is why they're getting more aggressive, stealing,
no,
fighting?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
That has to have something to.
I have friends in Venezuela, and I forgot the name of the gang, the cartel that came here. And I asked her about it over there. She goes, "Yo, those guys are bad people in Venezuela. They're here. It's the cartels here. They're making the other migrants look bad because we got migrants coming in from all over the world. We got it from Kenya, as we saw the last week in the news where they busted a few of the stores where they had a bunch of the people from Kenya sleeping in a warehouse, you know, and it's of course it's a fire hazard. We know it's unsafe and stuff, but the owner was saying, I'm going to keep housing these guys because it's safer inside than sleeping on a subway.
Right.
So it's like a double-edged sword, you know. Right. And they are criminals from the start, of course. They are criminals from the start, and they have been sent here by these cartels and these criminal enterprises to come and steal stuff, get money, and send it back. That's what happens when you don't vet them. You got to vet them. Before they were allowed to stay. They were supposed to stay in Mexico to have their cases heard for asylum. You stay in Mexico until your cases are heard. So if you get denied, you go to Mexico, decide what they want to do with you. They send you back or keep you in Mexico, or you get passage to the United States. But they are allowed. You know, I don't.
It's unfortunate.
It is, and people are blaming the Democrats and stuff like that, but it's both Republicans and Democrats because the Republicans said they're going to do something, they don't do it.
To do with politics, that's the thing. You allow them to come in.
No, but it is when it does become political when you allow it to happen, and then you turn around and say, well, we know the Democrats are just letting them come in. And then you got the Republicans saying they're coming in and we want to get them out. We want to keep them out, but you're not doing anything to keep them out. So everybody gets equal blame in this until the politicians get their heads out of their butts and do the right thing and pass this bill that Joe Biden presented to these people. But of course, you know, the orange guy said, no. This is my political tool. Don't do it. We'll deal with it later, and they scuttled it. So what are you gonna do?
I know. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what thing has Biden offer, what Trump, whoever it is. At the end of the day, they have to come together to work on a solution on this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if they're not, they're being selfish.
You're right about that, Charles. They're blaming the Democrats because they're the ones in power now. But then if the Republicans win, they'll keep blaming the Democrats and for not doing anything. And then when their term is over, they'll say we couldn't do anything because the Democrats messed it up so bad that we couldn't fix it. So it's a political game. It's a pawn. And the thing is, letting these people come in, just like with the fentanyl and all those drugs and everything, it's money. It's money. These politicians are not going to say nothing about money. Just like with the NRA. You know, a lot of these politicians are in the pocket. The NRA has them in their pockets. They're making money. They're making millions of dollars a year, And just like with the pharmaceuticals, we got to go into politics if we want to make some money.
I guess so.
So let's keep moving along.
Well,
'Cause I don't want-
anyway, in a happy note, I am very, very, very proud, and I want to send out congratulations to Marcos Berrio becoming the second Boricua space explorer after Joseph Joe Acaba in for the NASA. So he just got his wings on March 5th, and I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
Awesome.
Boricua, Latino, and he's doing his thing, and it's just amazing, and he's going to be eligible for space flights, and down the road he could even go to Mars. And
Oh, wait a minute. We heard about this guy. He was an he's the astronaut, the guy.
yeah, so
Cool.
this is it's an achievement,
Yep.
not only for Boricua, for Puerto Rico, but for Latinos. The doors are open. So any little boy, doesn't matter, Mexicano, El Salvadoreño, you guys can do it.
Listen, you can do whatever you want as long as you have the opportunities and you know what to look for the opportunities and you take it.
Yeah, so I am very proud, and congratulations to him.
Wow, this is great. I hope he takes Latin food to the aliens.
Listen, who knows? Un mofonguito.
Hey, listen, the aliens could be Latinos.
Listen,
those could be the Latinos that we stopped hearing about, and they got exiled out of space.
It's so true. It's so true, But it's very, very.
To touch on Manny's thing, the fentanyl actually is not coming from China. It's the chemicals that are coming from China, and the fentanyl is being made in Mexico. I was watching a documentary the other day about that. So, you're half right there, Manny.
Look, he corrected you.
No, I didn't correct him. He was half right. I just finished it. I just bought it at home. I just bought it. He gets half credit.
Okay, he can have.
Yeah, he get half credit. No, but that's good. So, you know what it is? We also need to explore. There are a lot of Latino people in this world historically that have made some serious strides in their countries and contributions to the United States and the well-being of the world at large. We just need to research and we can see this stuff, because once in a while se me entra el picor and I'll just start Googling Latino.
No te entre picor, Johnny.
Come on. Mira, cállate la boca. I'm talking. Know your place. No.
¿Cómo que no hay place? Viste, él es machista. We're going to go back to that because I'm ready.
Mira, yo me callo cuando tú estás hablando. When I talk, you listen.
But I haven't even
I
talked.
listen.
I haven't talked anything today.
When you talk, I listen. When I talk, you listen. Yeah. Anyway, I start Googling Latino historians, Latino inventions, and Latinos who've made history and make things better. Man, there's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of stuff.
We should be very proud. We should be, and it's unfortunate that all these things that are happening are overshadowing those accomplishments, those achievements of great Latino inventors. It's crazy. It's unfortunate.
See, but if you go to those Latino countries, they're in the history books. But now, even though a lot of them contributed to history, making history in the United States and stuff, they're not considered from the United States originally, so they're not supposed to be in our history books. It's supposed to be American history. If you want to know about foreign history, go study foreign history. That's the bad thing about it.
That is so condescending.
That's a poor excuse.
It's like American history, yeah, but then can you explain to me why in the history they don't talk about, or they don't emphasize the massacre that they did to the Los Indios, the American India, that they were here first? They forget about that, but they want to talk about the first president. Oh wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, but we also gotta think that if we were in those times, we'd have the same mentality. We have the mentality now where we know things are wrong, but back then, it was almost lawlessness.
Yeah,
Every
that's
block,
true.
every block and every town had their own laws or whatever. You know, you rob the candy from the candy store, they cogen un deal. You know, and
It
you
was
have to
always
understand
Sunday.
that people say that if I was back then, that in that era, that stuff wouldn't have been happening. You can't say that.
No, you can't because it was all a facade. It was all
Not even
it was a facade. Oh no, ay Dios mío, we're not gonna do this. And but now
no,
it's so out there now.
but that
That
was the mentality back then. So there's really no facade to put up because that's just the way
they
everyone thought.
yeah.
You know, they also don't speak about the Indians that they took the land from. They took from other Indians. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. They this you know, it's so much rich history that they don't talk about. It's not gonna look good for them.
You know why? Because America, the way people in America perceive America, it's a white America, and it's not.
And it's not. It's not. Definitely not. You know, half of America belonged to Mexico at one point.
Exactly.
So
And we came in and took it. And Texas
exactly. Thank
and
you.
Texas wants to secede from the United States. It's okay. We'll give you back to Mexico.
Exacto. It's true. It's
Give you back
true.
to Mexico. You know, I mean, that's the way the world is topsy turvy, and it's something has got to give. Something's going to happen.
No, no, definitely. And I pray that, you know, things change. I mean, you know, climate change is out of control. There's, you know, food is shortage of food. There's a lot of things that are happening, and
No,
then a lot of
there's plenty of food. It's just that people can't afford it.
yeah, you can
And then now the new word shrinkflation.
look at that.
Whereas now you're getting less in the package, and they're still charging the same price or more.
Yeah, like the potato chips. It's like
But
3 cents.
that's been there for years. That's been like that forever. But now they're doing a lot of because remember, they want to make history to reflect them. Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm.
Remember how you would buy yogurt in the store? It was 8 ounces. Now it's 6 ounces, and it's the same price or more.
Yeah, that is it's
But the thing is,
unbelievable.
it's a thing called power of the purse.
Mm-hmm.
Rich billionaires are always going to dictate what's going on.
Selfish rich villain.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it. Well, we would call it selfishness, but that's all they know. If they were born into that money, that's all they know.
Right.
For them to lose their money and become poor, it's like mejor me tiro por la ventana.
Pues claro, no, es verdad.
You know, and it's crazy, and this world is getting worse.
It's
And one thing I want to touch
like
upon
people
last week,
uh-huh.
I don't know if everybody heard. Last week we had a conductor who got slashed in the neck, and if it wasn't for a doctor on board that train, this conductor would have bled to death.
That's why
He got a serious deep gash in his neck, and it was like centimeters away from his jugular. And then today, I just heard a conductor, she got hit in the head on 170th Street on the 4 line with a bottle as the train was coming in.
Look at that.
She got smashed in the head. You know, and I'm glad I retired from there, but it's getting worse because a lot of these people are doing these crimes because they know 9 times out of 10 they're getting away with it.
Yeah. But
You know,
like I said in the news, you know, this is why the governor is sending out the state National Guard, and hopefully they can control, you know, put some order in here. It's unbelievable and ridiculous, and it's getting scary.
Well,
For
when I was
New Yorkers, for the tourists that come in, it's embarrassing, you know, that all this, you know, and hopefully whatever she decide, you know, she's deciding that this is going to work, you know, and they put.
when I was still working for the MTA, they had the anti-terrorism task force police down there with the M16s and stuff like that, and it worked. It worked. I'm not gonna go and mess with somebody who's holding an M16 semi-automatic rifle in their hands.
Right.
And they got all the Kevlar, they got the flak jackets, and they got all this stuff and everything. So hopefully it's more of a deterrent. But then again, it goes. See, there are a lot of factors that play into this. You got mental health. They'll put him in a hospital for a little while, and they say, okay, he's fine. Boom. they'll send them back on the street. You can give them medication. They'll take their medication. Once they feel fine, oh, I don't need this medication anymore. They don't take the medication, and boom, back to the same old thing again.
It's a
You know,
domino
it's everybody shares blame in this. Well, not everybody. A lot of people share blame in this, from the politicians on down to, well, the ones that make the decisions on keeping people in the hospitals. I will have to say them, because legally, a doctor's not supposed to release you unless they have certain guidelines. And these guidelines come from what? From law, hospital policy, or what have you. So, you know, there's a lot of blame to go around, and the longer people keep pointing fingers at each other, nothing is going to get done.
So stop pointing fingers at each other and start doing something about it. Okay?
But they're not. You know why? Because it's just like war. War means money. Because when you go to war, now you got contractors coming in to make stuff for the wartime, make goods and stuff, and then you got contractors, and there's a lot of money in misery. Put it this way, misery loves company, and it brings a lot of dollars.
Unfortunately, and talking about misery, I wanted to send my condolences and rest in peace. The Flaco the owl, he passed away this past week. You know, he took residence in Central Park, and I wanted to, you know, send my condolences. And, you know,
he crashed into a wall.
I love to, you know,
Estaba borracho. He was hanging out with the fellas, and he got drunk, and he was trying to go home and hit a building.
Listen, can I just spill some 40 over here? Look, I'm gonna spill some 40 for Flaco. You know, but you know, it's just, I'm not laughing, you know, it's not a laughing matter, but you know, it's amazing how we take stories like this and we make it a part of our life, our everyday life.
Homies.
Oh my God, passed away, you know.
You know, a lot of people took it. A lot of people took it to heart.
They did, but that shows you like their escape that people want. With all these things that are happening in the world, we connect with the little owl named Flaco.
But the thing is,
feel that love. You know, you
feel the little things. But then now they're saying Flaco would still be alive if it wasn't for that person who broke into the cage and let him out in the zoo. So,
you know, it doesn't matter. He did his thing.
Yeah.
Got drunk. He was hanging out with the homies, the fellas.
He didn't want to take an Uber, and he decided to fly himself, and boom.
Exactly, you know, and he died. He did his thing. He died good. He's okay. Much love, Flaco. You know, where's the music, Charles?
You stupid.
It's so hard to say.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of crap that's going on, you know, and it's not going to get fixed. And Charles earlier, he says that he blames the citizens for giving the government too much power. Yeah, but now we gave them so much power and we let them run with it. Now they're running amok, and we can't get them out unless we vote them out. And nobody wants to vote them out because it's one party against the other. So
yeah, that's why. Well, you know, because everybody
was telling me.
Flaco, that's why.
Flaco flew. That was on her window ledge one time. She went to go get her camera.
You see everybody's life, like, is, you know.
It was a good distraction.
It was, but Johnny, tú sabes que it reminds me. Remember back in the day, a couple of years ago. Remember the Siberian tiger that they found in an apartment in Harlem? I think it was early 2000.
Yeah, it was only about 5 years ago.
Oh, right. The owner went to the emergency because he bit him and it got infected, whatever. So they started investigating, and here it comes. In an apartment in Harlem, a 400 plus a 400-pound Siberian Bengal tiger, whatever.
You'd be surprised about other stuff that people have in their houses.
It's crazy, you know what I mean? But it came to me, and I'm like, oh my God, they did capture him and stuff. And I know that he he was sent to some type of animal sanctuary,
Yeah.
and it passed away. But it's just
Oh, he did.
it's amazing how little things, these little stories that happen here in New York, you know,
I didn't know.
intertwine
I didn't know he
our
passed
what's
away.
going on in life,
Yo no sabía que se murió.
Oh, see, he passed away. He
Okay.
passed away. Yeah, I saw it in the news. And we got, come on, New York, we got our animal celebrities, Pizza Rat, Bagel Rat.
Yeah, right.
We got all this rat, you know what I mean?
Todas ratas.
Todas estas ratas.
Los ratones.
It's like it's always something,
Yeah.
something. It distracts us from the
Unfortunately.
the hardness of life right now, and forget it, the hawk. Remember the hawk? Like, I'm remembering all these stories.
Well,
It's like,
we have quite a few hawks in
he was funny with this condo because he made his nest in a condo, and then he was being evicted, and the
on the ledge. But you know what? A lot of these buildings along Central Park West, they have like niches in the top of the roofs where they make their nests.
Exactly.
But we need those hawks to eat those rodents. We need those hawks to eat the rodents.
Exactly, and eat all these rats.
Yeah. You know what the bad thing is? When they putting the poison in the parks to kill these rats, and these hawks are eating the rats.
Look at that.
So now they're getting poisoned también. They had stopped it for a while. I understand. When New York has rats outside and pigs in the building. You ain't lying, bro.
I'll set it. Not me.
Tenemos unos cochinos.
Son bien cochino. Bien cochino. That's how it is, So.
But yeah. And then you got the housing crisis, and it's
crazy. It's crazy. That's why people are just getting out of control. I read this story about smuggling illegal foods and wildlife trafficking.
Oh, you heard that, right? When was it? Duck intestines and body parts to sell to restaurants.
6 people were arrested in connection with a scheme to smuggle thousands of pounds of raw goose and duck from China. Listen, I don't know.
So listen,
and this is,
think about it when you order your next order from a Chinese restaurant.
Mira, and I know a good friend of mine, Michael, who sabe que if he's watching the show, he did mention to me he had someone that he knows that they, all these foods is the delicacies, cat, dogs, snakes and all that stuff.
Thousands of years.
Are willing to pay a lot of money.
Yep.
To eat that, and
because they have, like in the Philippines, I don't know about now, but in the Philippines and Korea, some places in China, they breed dogs like cattle to eat them.
Yeah.
That's their food, and it's just like if you go to India and you kill a that's a felony.
Look at that.
Because the cow,
and they starving.
No, the cow is sacred in India.
Look at that.
You don't mess with a cow. A cow gets hit by a train, and you can eat it.
Right?
Huh?
China.
What happened?
Is it in China or India that they let the monkeys through? You can see monkeys through the whole city.
Oh yeah. They're wild animals. They go wherever they want. Yeah. If you keep building a city on their habitat, they're gonna stay where they're at. It's just like when you move to the Poconos or in New Jersey or whatever in the woods, and you knock all the trees down and you make a little city. That's a bear population. They're not gonna go nowhere. You're moving into their place, and you want to get rid of them. They didn't ask you to come and move there.
Oh, the deers, they come.
Oh, you got deer everywhere. You got deer. We got deer in Pelham Bay Park.
They come and hang out with you. The bunnies come.
Well, we got
be like all over.
In my father's house in Florida. We got turtles, frogs, rabbits, snakes, coyotes, deer, de todo.
Ay, mira para allá. ¿Viste? It's crazy, but it's just it is a big thing. It's illegal, not only, and this whole illegal wildlife trafficking is the fourth largest, besides illegal arms, drug trafficking, human trafficking.
Because they're easy to bring in. It's easy to bring in. So,
like I read a story too. 2 women were arrested in Thailand trying to smuggle over 100 animals to India. They had porcupines, turtles, chameleons, ay Dios mío, you know, snakes. And it's just, it's sad because not only, I think that you messed up, with the species, they die from all that traveling and not
Yeah,
being
well,
taken.
I mean, it's just like as Charles just said. As long as people keep paying, they're gonna keep coming. You know,
That's true. That's true.
it's what it is. It's like I forgot what movie it was that I saw, and it was like they have this place. It was a comedy, but
Mhm.
it's like a pop up restaurant where it have like the exotic, almost extinct animal of the day. They'll smuggle it in.
Well,
They'll smuggle it in. They'll cook it, and you're gonna pay like 10, 15, $20,000 a plate just to be the one, just so you know that you had this. This is the last one of the entire population of that species
no
that you
puedo.
were able to eat it. Yeah,
No puedo, no puedo. I can't. I can't.
but you
You
know
know?
what? That's how people are.
Mhm.
You know, they have money. They got nothing better to do with it, so
Y
they
es
want to eat an exotic animal.
la costumbre también. If you come through your culture, especially Asian culture, Mediterranean, they are used to eating this like if it was nothing. And then you come to America or to a different space, in the earth, we don't eat none of that stuff. And it's like a delicacy. It's like a
Yeah.
big thing.
But like, just imagine here we eat cow.
Mm-hmm.
In India, they're like, "Ugh,
No,
what are you
I
doing?"
know, mira, ay, el dios del cow,
Yeah, the cow is sacred over there, and the same thing with a bunch of other foods.
Yeah.
Like even cultures here, you people eat people don't eat pig because they think it's what is it, diabolic.
Mira para allá. Yo como pernil, chuleta, carne frita, de todo.
I can see.
¿Tú comes? ¿Cómo que yo que sí? Mira, no me insultes. ¿Y tú? ¿Tú no comes
What?
nada? ¿Tú no comes
No,
carne?
no.
¿Tú
I
no
eat peanut
comes
butter
carne?
sandwiches.
I could tell.
I eat peanut butter sandwiches.
Mira, I could tell. He,
Turkey and chicken. That's all I eat basically. I
oh,
rarely have beef. It's not something that I have all the time. Here we mostly eat chicken or turkey, mostly chicken, but we don't fry it.
oh,
We
that's good.
bake it, or air fryer and
No,
stuff. I can't remember the last time I had fried
that's
chicken.
great. Pero algunas veces, a mí me gusta mi carne frita with tostones.
No, but that's why I
Y
use the air
ensalada.
fryer. I use the air fryer. You don't use any oil.
No, yo sé, which is fine. That's what I said. It's to each his own. But sometimes you need that little taste of carne frita con
That's what I'm
tostones.
saying. I still make carne frita, but you make it in the air fryer.
Exactly. Johnny, ¿a ti te gustan los tostones? You like tostones?
Not a lot, but I eat them.
Yeah.
I eat it. Yeah.
Mm. No, I love it. Sometimes, even though you try to eat healthy and stay away from this fatty food, sometimes you just need un pescadito frito con batatita. You do
Oh,
it.
absolutely. No, I listen. I love me some vianda. I love some vianda.
Ay, no con bacalao. ¿Verdad?
No, I don't like bacalao.
Johnny, no me digas que a ti no te gusta el bacalao. Don't tell me that. You don't
I
like
don't like it.
bacalao?
I don't like bacalao.
I could tell.
I don't like bacalao. I'm a human being. I don't like bacalao. I don't eat pasteles either.
Oh, well, I don't know. Bueno,
You know what? No.
no, yo.
I can't say that. Yo me como la carne de los pasteles. I just don't like the masa. Even the plátano or the yuca. I don't like it.
Okay, well, that's good for you, but I eat
I
it.
eat the insides.
Most-
Now, give me a nice there's this place on East Tremont called el Nuevo Bohillo,
Ajá.
and they man una carne frita con guineo, boiled bananas, to die for.
Oh,
Man.
and that's what you like?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your
I eat totones.
totones? Okay.
Look at that. He was going to make fried bananas, how the Americans call it. But I did because I was 3 in a pack and there were only one of them.
Mira para allá, ¿viste? ¿Viste? No, but sometimes you need that little cheat day. What I call it a cheat day. You know.
Now, I'll eat totones, but it has to be nice and crunchy.
I see como with mojito with the garlic.
Even that, or you know what I do? You know what I do? I put mustard on it.
Mustard, really? On the
Dijon mustard. Yeah, try it.
Oh,
Listen,
interesting.
I don't like ketchup. I don't
Mhm.
need ketchup. I'll do mustard on everything. French fries, hamburgers,
Not even
hot
mayo
dog,
ketchup.
my sandwiches.
You don't like mayo ketchup either.
I don't like that. Oh my god, my kids love it.
No, that's so good because you mix it with garlic. You know, you put garlic powder or fresh garlic, and it's
When I do that,
delicious. It's a
what I do is
good sauce.
when I make scrambled eggs, I'll put some garlic powder and some onion powder.
Ay, qué bueno. Okay.
I like my garlic. I love my eggs. Dos huevos todos los días. I have
What else do you like, Johnny?
two hard boiled eggs
Mhm.
and avocado toast.
Yeah.
That's my
Oh,
breakfast in the
it's
morning.
fancy avocado toast. I like
No,
that.
I like avocado. Avocado's got good fats. So I
No,
have a spread.
it's very healthy. No, I
I
like
have a
it.
spread that I buy at
It's a
BJ's.
blanco. It's how Americans say, oh, I have an avocado toast.
Tostada de
But
aguacate.
it's very healthy. No, it's very good. It's
Yeah, very healthy. And I use whole grain breads. I like whole grain breads.
okay.
Whole grain. I love whole grain bagels, but they're hard to come by. Not a lot of people make whole grain bagels.
Oh, they don't really? I've
Not a
seen
lot of
that,
people.
you
Yeah,
know.
but you don't see them
Trader Joe's
normally.
has them.
Every time I go to BJ's, they sold out.
You gotta go to Trader Joe's because that's
I don't have a
a
Trader
more
Joe's close to me,
Americanized store, and they have those things, you know.
but I don't have a Trader Joe's close here.
Oh, they.
Yo no
Oh,
tengo carro. The only ones in Manhattan.
oh. Pues coge el
Where I
tren.
go.
No tiene de eso like
Yeah,
unlimited
I'm
train.
not gonna get on the subway with bags of groceries.
Pero
And
lo
I'm not gonna
put in
go
backpack and you get your bagels.
I'm not gonna go downtown just to get a bunch of bagels. I'll go to Pelham Bay to my brother's house.
You know right there in 125th Street, puppy.
They got a Trader Joe's on 125th.
Yeah, in the West Side.
I don't live. I'm on the east side.
So,
No
but
need for me to go to the west side.
you could change.
I'm not gonna go just to. If I'm gonna go, I gotta make a compra and I gotta have a car because I'm not gonna love.
Mira, yes, you gotta buy those old people wheels, like Charles says. Buy them and just pull it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna love that. I'm not
And
gonna.
you can compra.
I have the big shopping cart. I'm just not gonna get on the subway with a shopping cart.
No, but you get the wheels, like Charles says, those little old people bag wheels.
I'm not gonna get on the subway. Mira, when you're on the subway,
Pero
you
those are
can't
the
have.
people. What you mean you're not gonna get on the
No, pero
subway?
¿cuándo que tú te vas a callar la boca
Pero
hasta que yo termine de hablar?
el show, yo no he hablado, yo me quedo callada y te he dejado el espalda y a ti.
No, you didn't. Every time I talk, you start
What do you
talking.
mean I didn't? Oh my God! Let the audience make your comments. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying, okay, why not bring it in a bag for you? That's all I'm saying.
If you would have let me finish my thought, then you
I'm
could have
not gonna
opened
say
your
nothing
big
for
gap.
the rest of the show.
Coño, pero tú sí jodes. Tú estás preñada.
Yo no te preña.
Porque tú jodes más que una mujer preñada.
No, yo no te. Pero es que yo no. I haven't said anything today.
You keep interrupting me. You're worse than a woman.
No, I'm not.
And you're a woman.
Woman, thank God.
And you're worse than
By
that.
the way, happy Women's History Month to all my ladies and my queens out there. Pa que mi reina. So, keep doing your thing, girls. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, you finished?
Lucy, mira que machista es because he doesn't even said that. He didn't even appreciate you guys.
Are you finished?
Go ahead. I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the show.
Vamos a ver. Let's see how long it takes for her to open her big mouth. No, when I go in the subway, I don't want con cosa. I don't want to have stuff in my hand. I don't want to have stuff in my hand because, see, I go past, especially the way the climate is in the subway now. I don't, yo mejor, that's why I don't carry a bag or anything. If I carry something, it's going to be small.
Mm-hmm.
But con un carrito.
But if you're going to go, for a little trip to get fresh bagels.
I go to
nice trip. It's a really nice trip.
I go to Pelham Bay. They got a bagel spot that you make bagels on Pelham Bay.
Ay, Dios.
Right next to Key Food. It's only 5 minutes on the bus.
Okay. Bueno, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just giving you something to do.
No, I would love to go to Trader Joe's.
Nice.
Pero si estoy en carro, I'm gonna, because if I go to Trader Joe's, yo voy a gastar. I'm not gonna buy just 2 or 3 things.
Good, healthy food.
Mira, yo estoy loco para ir a Trader Joe's. I go on their website and get, oh damn, man, coño, pero it's by train. I gotta have a car.
Mira, Trader Joe's, if you're listening to this show, hit us up, you know, because we sponsor.
Give us some product. Give us some
Give
product.
us some products, and we try it on here live on the show. Mira.
No, but seriously, I would love to go, pero you know, it's like when you go to BJ's. I go when my brother goes.
Well, maybe you should get yourself a car. Yo voy getting a.
Mira, the parking here where I live is so bad that when I first moved here, I had a car for like 2 weeks. Couldn't find a parking. Got rid of it.
Wow.
The parking is atrocious here because here, mira, in my neighborhood, you got the 2 train, you got the 5 train, you got like 6, 7 different bus lines. You got the B line bus that goes up to Westchester. You got several express bus lines that go into Manhattan. Who's gonna want to drive?
Yeah, look at that.
You don't encuentra parking aquí. Then you got a parking garage 2 blocks down. That's over $200 a month.
Yeah. No, it's
no vale la pena.
I know it's really hard. It's really, really hard. And then you spend like half an hour double park trying to look for parking.
Listen, forget about it. Unless you have like a you live in a building or you live in a home that has a garage or driveway or designated parking, then I could understand that. But aparte de eso, it's just not worth it right now. I wish I had one because it's stuff that I want to do, but I gotta depend on other people.
Right.
Or sometimes if I know I'm gonna buy a lot, I'll get an Uber going and then I'll call an Uber going back.
But that doesn't make no sense. You could go in the train and then take the Uber back.
Yeah, but not for this. No. I won't take I won't take an Uber from the city. Too expensive. No way. It's not worth it.
I take Ubers from the city to the Bronx. It's not bad.
It all depends on the times. Let me tell you, it all depends on the times.
So if you get up, you're always getting up early. You could go early, do your compritas, and then come back, and you have your coffee con your whole grain bagel.
Nah. I go to Pelham Bay.
Ah, pues bien. Ah, pues quédate allá entonces.
No, like I said, I'm not gonna go to Trader Joe's just to get a bagel.
No, I know that, but just Anyway, let's stop talking about Trader Joe because they're not giving us no sponsorship money.
You are a pain in the butt. You know that?
Johnny, pero que yo no he dicho nada. I have not said anything today. I've been very calm.
You never do.
Y ahora you get mad at me, mira.
Should I show you the text that you were texting earlier with Mr. Charles, the owner of the show?
Oh my God! Why would you say that? We didn't say nothing wrong. You were having
I will throw you under the bus. I will throw you under the bus 100 times.
No. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't want to come to the studio because he was getting his hair done. So we respected that, and I said, I understand. You don't want to mess up your perm. No quieres salir con los rolos. So we do it from, you do it from home, and I do it from work. So there was nothing wrong with that.
Guys, are you like listening to this woman? You seriously listening to this woman? A perm and a rolo, because I got so much hair on.
Yeah, because I could understand.
Mira, that cleaning lady has been walking around you too much with chemicals.
No, she hasn't.
It's frying the little bit of brain cells you have left in that head.
Maria, no, because you know what? At the end of the day, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at everything. That it's just whatever the little smallest thing, you have to make a laugh because there's too much stuff going on in this world.
I'd rather laugh at you.
You're laughing at me. Okay, I'm a very positive person.
Listen, you've been having a lot of fun at my expense for the last couple of weeks with Mr. Charles, and I haven't been saying anything on the text. So
Pero es que es verdad.
Be nice.
You didn't want to get wet.
Be nice.
You didn't want to get wet, so we understand.
I earned the right not to want to get wet.
Oh, well, listen. You earn. Okay, that's good. Pues no te mojes.
Don't know what you're speaking about. No, but seriously, mira, anytime that I have to go out in the rain, it gives me memories of when I had to work on the tracks in downpours.
Oh my God, you got
serious downpours working on the tracks out there with no cover.
Maybe you need therapy. Have you?
No, I need therapy.
To somebody?
You see what I mean? Now, when I cut you up, I don't want to hear nothing.
Cut me
I'm gonna do a whole show.
Oh my God, you know, not you,
there's
other people that got those fears. Like,
but I don't need
encourage somebody to get
other people. I don't. I just don't. Every time I do that, it reminds me, because I have to spat out. If I don't have to do it, I'm not going to.
Johnny, tú eres algo serio, Johnny.
Why?
Because
if I don't have to go on the ring, why should I? If you don't have to go on the ring, would you?
No, because you got a commitment. You follow your commitment, and you got
commitment. Get commitment.
Get commitment. Commitment that coming into the studio so we could do the show. ¿Qué pasó con el commitment? Huh?
How come you didn't go to the studio?
Because you didn't go, and Charles was like, "Oh well, we'll do it from home." Yes.
Mira, Javier, listen, Javier has come. Mira,
Charles did it.
Javier has come into the studio while I was in Florida, and we did it from remote.
But I'm not Javier. I'm Evie, and I'm the new person here. I get the night shift. I get that.
La excusa tuya,
I get the bad hours because I'm the new.
La excusa tuya apesta a basura podrida. You got some excuses. You got some excuses.
I'm not excuse. Mira, listen.
Mira, if Charles tells me we have to go into the studio that we can't do remote, I would have to go.
But he did it for you because he knows that you got this fear, you don't like it.
Charles could defend himself.
That's it. But
don't throw Charles under the bus.
I'm not defending Charles. I'm just saying that's what he did. Oh,
you should have been the responsible one. Mira, I'm gonna be the responsible one. Say, hold on, Johnny, I'm going to the studio.
I go to the studio all the time. I'm willing to go to the studio all the time. Yeah.
Said, Mira, Charles, I'm not like Johnny. I'm going to the studio. Fuiste.
No, because he did it for you. He was like, you know what? Since you can't make it because you fancy, está bougie.
No.
See, it's
mira,
okay.
The audience could read right through you. It's not that famous. I'm not in it. Do it? You could have told Charles, Mira, Charles, I want to go to the studio. Just because my partner couldn't be there, I'm going to go represent.
Ay, Dios.
But no.
Mira, you know what my new motto is?
We gotta wrap it up. Guys, have a good night. Until next week. Good night, everybody. Evie, say good night.
Good night, everybody. Love and blessings. Always. To my ladies, happy Women's History Month. Let's do this.
Evie, get home safe.
Sure. You deserve the best.
Evie, get home safe.
Well.
Se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra.